Hello, and welcome to Talk Nerdy to Me. Today we're diving into the exciting and sometimes challenging world of cloud governance. Whether your cloud environment is small and simple or sprawling and complex, governance plays a crucial role in managing resources, costs, and compliance effectively. But here's the kicker. Cloud governance isn't about creating a rigid set of rules, it's about enabling smarter decisions while maintaining control. In this episode, we'll break down the key components of governance, the role of naming conventions, and how to strike the right balance between freedom and control. Let's jump in. First, let's define cloud governance. Simply put, it's the framework that ensures your cloud resources are managed in a way that aligns with your organization's goals, whether that's cost efficiency, security, compliance, or operational excellence. Why does it matter? Without governance, things can quickly spiral out of control. Costs can balloon due to idle or over-provisioned resources. Security risks emerge from inconsistent access controls or misconfigured settings. Compliance violations occur when regulations like GDPR or HIPAA aren't followed. And of course, chaos reigns when no one knows who owns what or why something was created in the first place. In short, cloud governance is the difference between a well-oiled machine and a tangled mess. Cloud governance encompasses several critical areas. First, cost management. Keeping costs predictable and transparent is a cornerstone of governance. Tools like Azure Cost Management and OCI Budgets let you track spending, set alerts, and even automate actions when budgets are exceeded. Second, security. Ensuring proper access controls, identity management, and compliance with regulatory standards is essential. Azure and OCI both provide robust policies for managing security at scale. Third, resource management. This is about defining clear ownership and usage guidelines for cloud resources. Who can create, modify, or delete resources? What tags should be applied? Clear answers to these questions make governance more effective. Lastly, compliance. Industries like healthcare and finance operate under strict regulations. Governance frameworks help you ensure that your cloud environment meets standards like GDPR, HIPAA, or ISO. Let's take a moment to talk about naming conventions, one of the most overlooked yet powerful tools in cloud governance. A well-thought-out naming convention provides clarity and consistency, making it easier for teams to manage resources effectively. Here's why naming conventions are important. Clarity. A consistent naming structure helps teams quickly identify what a resource is, who owns it, and its purpose. Tagging. Good naming conventions make it easier to implement tagging for cost allocation and reporting. Audits. When auditors or compliance teams need to review your environment, clear names make the process smoother. For example, a virtual machine in Azure might follow this convention. App, Web, Prod, USWE. Here's how it breaks down. App, the project or application name. Web, the resource type, web server. Prod, the environment, production. USWE, the region, US West Europe. In OCI, compartments can be used alongside naming conventions to segment resources further, ensuring clean separation and better visibility. How do you enforce naming conventions? Tools like Azure Policy and OCI Compartments allow you to set rules that ensure resources follow your predefined structure. For example, Azure Policy can automatically block resource creation if the name doesn't match the defined convention. Both Azure and OCI offer comprehensive tools to implement governance effectively. Azure Policy ensures resources meet organizational standards by enforcing rules. Azure Blueprints provide a framework for deploying and configuring cloud environments at scale. Management groups help organize subscriptions and apply governance across multiple teams. OCI policies define permissions for users and groups. Compartments in OCI are logical groupings for resources, making it easier to manage and segregate. Budgets and cost analysis in OCI keep spending in check with real-time insights and alerts. For multi-cloud environments, third-party tools like Terraform can enforce governance using infrastructure as code, ensuring consistency across providers. Even with the best intentions, governance can go off the rails. Here are some common pitfalls and how to avoid them. 1. Lack of communication. If IT, finance, and business teams aren't aligned, governance frameworks often fail. Solution: foster collaboration through shared dashboards and regular governance reviews. 2. Overcomplicating rules. Too many rules can stifle innovation and frustrate teams. Solution: focus on the essentials and iterate as your needs evolve. 3. Ignoring automation. Manually enforcing governance is time-consuming and error-prone. Solution: leverage tools like Azure Policy and OCI automation features to enforce rules at scale. Let's look at a couple of real-world scenarios where cloud governance made a difference. A retail business used Azure Policy to enforce tagging for all resources. By requiring tags like cost center and environment, they gained visibility into spending across departments and identified underutilized resources for optimization. A financial services company leveraged OCI Compartments to segregate resources by compliance requirements. Sensitive workloads were placed in tightly controlled compartments, ensuring data privacy while maintaining operational efficiency. Here's the key takeaway. Governance isn't about saying no, it's about providing guardrails that enable teams to innovate without compromising security, compliance, or cost control. The best governance frameworks are collaborative, evolving, and aligned with your organization's goals. Cloud governance is essential for scaling your cloud environment effectively and securely. By implementing clear frameworks, leveraging tools, and fostering collaboration, you can balance freedom and control in a way that works for everyone. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Talk Nerdy to Me. Today we explored the importance of cloud governance, how naming conventions and tools like Azure Policy and OCI Compartments can make a difference, and how to avoid common pitfalls. If you found this episode helpful, share it with your team or network. Stay curious, stay clever, and as always, talk nerdy to me. See you next time.